Hello my 3D printer peeps, I'm here with the gigantic Elegoo OrangeStorm GIGA, and we are going to go through the manual leveling process. Please don't pay too much particular attention to the specific numbers you see on my screen, as I may need to use multiple takes to be sure I get a good, clear view and a proper explanation to be sure you guys are doing things correctly. The first thing you should do is create an ABL mesh by running an automatic bed leveling. You will touch on level, you will be sure automatic leveling is selected, and you will press confirm. When it's done, you'll be given a bunch of data. Here is my auto bed leveling mesh. You might notice it's pretty darn good. Let me show you how I got there. The first thing I want you to do after running your auto bed leveling mesh is to take a screenshot of this tablet so that you have something to compare it to. Then we are going to return to the home screen. You have to use the back button. The home button at this current time is not functioning on that screen. We will now do a manual bed leveling by entering settings and entering advanced settings and touching on platform measurement. This will again home the hot end. When working with the tablet on the screen, I want you to do everything very deliberately. The interface is super shaky, and touching the wrong icon can boot you out, causing you to need to start all over again. What you are looking at are the 4 individual beds on your Elegoo. Each corresponding space will receive a value. That value is a plus or minus value. We will adjust leveling screws hidden underneath the PEI plate. Clockwise to lower the bed, counterclockwise to raise the bed. Utilizing that information, you can get a rough idea of how to dial in those numbers. And much like any 3D printer bed, keeping in mind sometimes adjusting one will affect another. So we will make small adjustments. To get started, you can remove the tablet and bring it down on the floor with you. You will need Allen keys and these 2 sheets that came with your printer. You will see the print head is in the way. To get the hot end out of the way, press prepare, choose the 50 or 100 millimeter, and press Y+. With the hot end now out of the way, remove the first 2 beds. Place the metal sheets over the magnetic beds. When you do this, be sure the plate does not overlap with any other plate. This will make things really difficult for you. Make sure everything feels smooth. Go ahead and press automatic measurement to get our initial set of numbers on the first 2 beds. You will see, as each number is read, it highlights in orange and a corresponding readout is placed here on this chart. Keep in mind, we are not creating an auto bed leveling mesh. We are physically leveling the bed, after which we will create an auto bed leveling mesh based on our work done here. So here we are looking at the first bed. Let's start with number 1, 0.13 high. We will touch number 1 on the screen, and the print head will go there. There you will see the reading is 0.13. However, it's hard to adjust because the print head is over the screw. So we will adjust number 7 first instead, which is 0.11 high. You will use the Allen key that came with your machine. I'm going to use a larger tool that's easier to work with on camera. Remember, 1 full turn is 0.7 millimeter. It's only 0.1 millimeter high, so I will turn it just a little bit clockwise. I will then press number 7 to send the hot end over there for a reading. You will see the new reading is 0.4, much better. We'll move down to number 6, which is 0.14 high, and turn that just a wee bit right. While we are here, we can probably turn number 1 a wee bit clockwise as well, since it's still 0.13. So we just adjusted 1 and 6, 0.13, 0.14. Reread them. It's now 0.8. Let's read number 1. It's now 0.7. We're doing better. We can pop over here to number 3, which is reading minus 0.14. That one's low, so we will put our tool in it and turn it left. Again, only 0.14, not a whole lot. Turn it left and touch number 3 to get a new reading. .6, a whole lot better. We can now move up to number 4, which is showing 0.13. You can't see me because I'm behind it. Put the tool in that screw and turn it just a touch. Then send number 4 over there. Our numbers are starting to get better. Let's go back here to the 0.7 high and the 0.8 high. A small turn to the right, a small turn to the right. While we are here, this is a little bit low, a small turn to the left. Now let's check them, 2, 1, and 6. .03, number 1. .03, number 6. .04. You can see how close we're getting. Continue to do this until you get as close to 0 as possible, or even to 0. Let's do 1 or 2 more together. Number 9 is still 0.07 high. So I'll turn that to the right just a touch. Number 4, 0.06 high. I'll turn that to the right just a touch. Number 3, 0.06 low. I'll turn that left just a touch. Avoid doing too many at one time, because making one lower can have a counter effect of making another one higher. .02, beautiful. Move on to number 4. .01, beautiful. Move on to number 3. .05. With a little tinkering, you should be able to get all these as close to zero as possible, perhaps even zero. Bingo! Number 3 is at 0. Zero. 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 When you are done, go ahead and press continue measuring to move on to the back plates. Let me show you my final result. Once you are done with the front, we need to move to the back. Because Elegoo cheaped out and only gave you 2 plates, we have to move these 2 plates to the back. Go ahead and press continue measuring. This will prompt you to move these plates to the back. Go ahead and do that now. However, instead of simply removing the PEI and replacing it with this, I want you to replace the PEI up front. Because there is no way to move the hot end, be very careful to slide it out. When placing the sheets, be sure they don't overlap, and be sure they don't overlap the corners either. Go ahead and replace the PEI up front. This is extremely important. Because if you are doing the rear and you accidentally press a number for one of the front plates, the hot end will go there even though it's not the section you are working on. When it goes there, if no bed is in place, the hot end will go down too low and the entire machine and tablet will lock up. You will have to power cycle to resume, and there is no resume for this process. You will have to start all over. Also, should you try to move the hot end forward or backward by accident before raising it after this happens, it will gouge your magnetic bed. Ask me how I know. This way, with the PEI in place, should you accidentally recheck a front number, the hot end will go, get a reading, and you will be able to return it back to your steel plates. Let's say you mean to press number 19, but you accidentally press number 16. If you had no bed present, this would lock up the machine and potentially grind the nozzle into the bed. However, since we have the PEI bed in place, it will simply get a reading and allow you to return to the proper bed. With the sheets in place, press confirm. The machine will do an automatic reading of all 16 spots on the back beds, and we will start this process all over again. Once the initial scan is done, go ahead and press confirm, and we will repeat the process of adjusting these back screws. All right, here we are with all of our numbers 0.3 or less. You can totally achieve zeros, but this is pretty super. Keep in mind, if Elegoo would have provided us with 4 steel plates, we could work on the entire bed all at once. And right now I could go back to one of these beds and make another small adjustment if I felt the need. However, as it is set up now, I'd have to remove these beds, put these back up here. It is a royal pain, a royal inconvenience, and for the life of me, I can't understand why they did this. Once you are happy with this, it's time to do the auto bed leveling. We will need to replace all 4 PEI sheets. I am going to enter prepare. I am going to touch 50 millimeter, and I am going to raise the Z up. You might want to go another 50 or so millimeter just to allow some space to remove these 2 steel sheets and replace them with the PEI. When placing these beds, make sure there is no overlay. If you are unsure, pick up one of the beds and see if the other bed moves with it. If the other bed moves with it, you have some overlay that you need to resolve. If you can pick these up and the beds don't move with it, you're good to go. Make sure auto bed leveling is highlighted and press confirm. This will do a 100-point auto bed leveling. It will not show you the reading until the entire process is done. Keep in mind, this will heat all 4 beds to 60 degrees and the nozzle to 140. Be sure your power circuits are ready to handle that. All right, time to set the Z offset. Whenever adjusting the Z offset, work with the smallest adjustment possible. Using a piece of paper and getting PTSD from the old days, try to slide this paper under the nozzle. It's too tight, so we will raise the nozzle up. 0.01. It's still too tight, I will raise the nozzle again. I will continue to raise and check the nozzle till I can get the paper under the nozzle. If you are making a million adjustments and it's still too tight, do feel free to switch to a larger denomination and move it up a little bit more at once. Once you are able to get the paper under the nozzle, you can go back and switch to that smaller denomination to fine-tune it. Finally, I'm under the nozzle. Keep in mind, you can remove the tablet and bring it down with you. I will go ahead and switch back to 0.01 and slowly bring it down until I feel a slight snug vibration on the paper. I am just rocking back and forth while pressing the down button. There you go, I feel a good snugness. And I will leave my Z offset at -5.72 and press confirm. Looking at my leveling data, we will press saving data. We have manually leveled all 4 beds and successfully created an auto bed leveling mesh. You should be ready to either get back to printing or, if you've never printed before, run your first test print.